What's up, guys? DragonCard7 here, and I got a new card review for you guys. Alright, last week, I did mention that someone did send me a request, and he wanted me to review this one certain card. Well, I'm about to do that request right now. This request has come from a person known as the Yu-Gi-Oh Gaming. And surprisingly, I consider him a pretty cool guy. I mean, for one thing, he did give me a shout out, which the thing is, I really never asked for the shout out in the first place. I am sort of surprised to actually hear that. But overall, the guy seemed pretty cool, and I might as well do the card review for him for giving me that shout out. So, he wanted me to review Rainbow Neos. So, with no further ado, let's get the card review done and over. This is for you, Yu-Gi-Oh Gaming. Alright, let's get started with the artwork. The artwork of Rainbow Neos is pretty nice. It's beautifully detailed, and it's pretty cool looking in general. I mean, it is the fusion form of Elemental Hero Neos and Rainbow Dragon after all. So, I do like the art of this card, and it has that kind of feel to it that feels like a godlike card, even though it's not that godly, but I have nothing to say else about the artwork. So, as for the artwork of Rainbow Neos, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Alright, let's go straight to the effect of Rainbow Neos. Alright, Rainbow Neos. It needs Elemental Hero Neos, Rainbow Dragon, or Rainbow Dark Dragon. This card cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon. Once per turn, you can activate one of the following effects. 1. Send one monster you control to the graveyard to return all monsters your opponent controls to the deck. Effect 2. Select one spell or trap card you control to the graveyard to return all spell or trap cards your opponent controls to the deck. Effect 3. Select one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard to return all cards your opponent graveyard back to the deck. It seems pretty broken in my opinion. And you know what the cool part is? You need Elemental Hero Neos, right? And the other one is Rainbow Dragon. But you can also decide to use Rainbow Dark Dragon instead, which I find that kind of cool. I mean, if you don't have Rainbow Dragon, then you can use your Rainbow Dark Dragon for this occasion, which I can actually see good deck choices right now involving Elemental Hero Neos and Rainbow Dark Dragon, and this card can make it work. But we're talking about effect here. Let's just continue on. All three of its effects seem pretty broken. I mean, send one monster to your graveyard to return all monsters your opponent controls back to the deck. And the second effect is pretty much send one spell or trap you control to the graveyard to send all spell or trap cards your opponent controls back to the deck. And the third effect, send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard to return all cards your opponent controls in the graveyard back to the deck. This effect seems pretty useful actually, to tell you the truth. But here's my little problem with it. It sends all your opponent's cards back to its deck. That means he might get a chance of redrawing them again. That's the only problem I see of this effect. But it's still pretty good overall. I mean, his attack power is 4,500, and that's pretty much the same attack power as the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So, overall, about its effect, I give the effect a 4.5 out of 5. Alright, let's get on straight to the deck choices. Alright, most likely, this is a fusion monster, so it belongs to the extra deck. So, overall, I can see this card in decks that evolve Elemental Hero Neos, and most likely anything that involves Rainbow Dragon, and that's all I can actually see this card in. I can't see this card in any other deck out there. Most likely anything that involves Elemental Hero Neos, Rainbow Dragon, or Rainbow Dark Dragon. Anything else, I just cannot see this card be in. So, yeah. For deck choices, I have to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, final results. Overall, this is a pretty cool card, I do have to admit. I like its art, its effect is pretty decent, and its deck choice is kind of off, but I still give it a good score overall. So, Rainbow Neos is a really cool card, and should be part of Elemental Hero Neos decks. Overall, my overall score of Rainbow Neos gets a 4 out of 5. So, there you have it, guys. That is my review on Rainbow Neos. And go check out the Yu-Gi-Oh Gaming's channel. He could use some more support, and I thank you for giving me the shout out. So, I hope you enjoy the review, man, and keep watching my videos. I really appreciate it. You rock. Alright, guys, after this episode, I'm just gonna take a little break for a while. Try to get some side projects done. So, I may not have a card review for next week, though, but overall, I'm gonna be taking a little break from card reviews for a little while. I've been job searching like crazy, so I might as well take a little break. So, probably in 2 weeks, I'll be having a new card review for you guys. And if you guys have any cards you want me to review, just leave your ideas in the comments section below or send me a PM. So, remember, guys, comment, rate, subscribe. Until next time, later, DragonCard7 signing out.